And hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the first show of the United States Drone Society Sunday stream. I'd like to introduce our co-host right away, New Bedford Drones, NB Drones. How you doing, Chris?
How you doing?
All right. So I guess the first thing we should do is say hi to everybody in the chat, right? So who was first? Matt Bagwell. He said he'll try to make it. Hi, Matt. I hope you're here. Gamer Boy, Novice Quads, my wife, Ashley. Hey, Ray. How you doing?
It's Ray, yeah.
We got Liz. Hi, Liz. Okay, we won't tell anybody, Liz.
Bud Bieber. Hello. Nice
Hey,
to
Bud. How you doing?
Man.
And Captain Joe America. How you doing? And we have Jim, my buddy Jim. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, if there's anybody tuned in on Facebook, just so you know, you're able to show your name in the chat if you adjust your settings. There should be an option to do it there. Just a heads up on that. So I guess we should tell everybody what the stream's going to be about. Well, the stream is for United States Drone Society and kind of showcasing the work that some of the people there do with their videos and their pictures, you know, just in general, trying to support the people in the group. We'll have guests, maybe do a little bit of chat. We're not really going to be doing interviews, I would think. I think we're going to stick with just showcasing, you know, people's art, people's videos, things like that. Hey, Christian, how you doing? Christian's here. All right, so I decided that with this show, I want to do a couple of series, I guess we'll call them. And we're going to start with the Sunday Spectacular. I've been checking out all the pictures people have been sharing in the group. And I want to share what I think was the best picture I've seen this past week. So that was BMAC Aerials. I meant to put his name up there. I'm sorry I didn't. You know, learning experience first show. I'll get it all figured out. And later on in the show, I have what I call the best of the rest. And that's going to be the other pictures that I saw that I really enjoyed that were posted this week in the group, but they didn't make that top spot. I have that there. And Mr. Ray Kelly, if you were in the chat, I would love it if you would check your messenger. I sent you the link. I'd like you to join us.
That was a great picture, though.
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic.
That was awesome. I love those suspension span bridges, though.
Yeah, and all the tugboats around. It was beautiful. Hey, Susan's here. Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan. How you doing?
And Dominic's in the chat. We have him also in the StreamYard. He'll be on a little bit later.
Hello, Dustin.
Aerial. Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully Ray can hear me and he checks his messenger. I'd like him to get in on the chat soon. But I wanted to share something with everybody in the chat. So let's just go with it. Dennis WUSTENHOFF was born July 14, 1948 in Queens, New York.
He was drafted into the Army and served in the Vietnam War, where he was awarded a Bronze Star. After the military, Dennis moved to Patchogue, New York with his wife, and they had 3 children, Melissa, Jennifer, and Kevin. In 1970, Dennis joined the Suffolk County Police Department and eventually made his way into the Narcotics Division working drug trafficking cases. On February 15, 1990, Dennis left his home, and upon entering his undercover police vehicle, a bomb that was hidden in his seat exploded. Dennis passed away at the hospital a short time later due to his injuries. It has been 32 years since Dennis was murdered. There is a suspect in the case, but no arrest has been made. Dennis and the WUSTENHOFF family need the public's help so they can get the justice they deserve. If you have any information, please contact Crime Stoppers at 800-220-TIPS. There is currently a $65,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for the murder of Dennis WUSTENHOFF.
So yeah, and I actually see that some of the WUSTENHOFF family is in the chat now.
Yes, I see that as well.
Jen, how you doing? My condolences to your family. Oh, Raising Miracles. How you doing? We have some beautiful people in the chat. Leonard's here. How you doing, Leonard? So yeah, Ray, did you check your messenger? I'd like you to get on the stream now if you can and join us and tell us a little bit about your friend. Hi, bud. How you doing? Yeah. So for the people that don't know, Ray Kelly worked with this guy. This guy helped Ray Kelly get into his career. And the family has never got any closure for what happened. So, I wanted to give a few minutes in the stream to recognize the WUSTENHOFF family and spread the word. And hopefully, someday someone will come clean with some information and they get some closure.
That would be nice.
Yeah. All right. So I think we'll bring in Dominic now.
Hey, Dominic.
Dominic.
Good evening, all. Well, it's good morning for me, but yeah, I'm here and I'm ready. So fire away.
Yeah, so 7 minutes in and I put up a whole bunch of content. I'm going fast here, so first show jitters.
Yeah.
All good. So Dominic, what have you been up to?
Well, it's, as I said, it's morning here. I've done my morning ritual, having a brew at the moment. So, usual coffee in the morning. I've had breakfast and getting ready for the day. It's a Monday morning here, so just getting ready for everything. Hopefully the wind dies down so I can get out and do a little bit more. I did put up a new video this morning. It finally took me ages to get everything done on that. It basically took me ages to pick the music. That was the real
That's always
killer.
the hardest part, man.
Yeah, it's taken me 4 or 5 days. Other than that, I did it just basically all with my iPhone and was going to stitch in a few flying clips, but haven't been able to get out because it's been windy. So I'm hoping that the wind dies down this afternoon and maybe even tomorrow that I can hopefully get out and be a little bit more adventurous with my videos.
Yeah, absolutely. I am going to share a screen here.
The Mini 2 is a little touchy in the wind, but when you're flying it, it seems to do well. I've noticed.
Can you guys see this? Is this on the screen?
Not yet.
Give it time.
Oh, I have to add it. There we go. Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
So this is Dominic's YouTube page. This is Northside Hawk. He has 196 subscribers, and he looks like he posts quite a few shorts here.
Yeah.
I have a couple of videos I have to catch up on here. Well, a video and a short. But oh, you do more shorts than I thought, Dominic.
Yeah, well, shorts seem to work for me.
Yeah. As you
They
see,
seem to get a lot of views.
Are you?
Yeah. You got to subscribe, and you got to hit that bell.
Hit that bell.
And just as an aside, I had there was a message on the one of the videos that someone who had subscribed to me didn't find me because they found that YouTube had unsubscribed them. So, you know, there's more weight to the whole subscribing, unsubscribing thing that has been going over the week with Bill Thomas on drone therapy, and then I did a quick live stream the other night about the discussion of YouTube really frustrating me.
Oh, okay.
So I've found a little bit more weight to it. I've actually done a little bit more research into it and found a few other things, and I also found a website. I think it was called Shine Theory. I think it was called, where you how do I say this? What you do is you make other people shine as well.
Yep.
So you help other people, and then that means you helping other people. And it's like the 6 degrees of separation. If everybody, follows one, subscribes to one person, and then that person then puts out the content to subscribe another person. Now, in that subscription, you've got other people that subscribe and then subscribe. So that's how we can grow from a mathematical point of view.
All right. Hi, Ray. How you doing today?
The link, I'll put it up.
Good,
Hello,
Paul.
Ray.
Paul,
Good
how
morning.
you doing?
Captain
Hey,
Ray
Chris.
Kelly.
Good evening.
Hey, Dominic, how you
Wow.
doing? Everybody in the chat, how you doing?
Yeah.
There's some more people in the chat, so I want to say hi. Hi, Steve Jones.
Hi to everybody I've missed.
And Chris. Prime Master, hello. And okay, we're caught up on people in the chat so far. All right, Ray, listen, I'm going to give you the floor, and I want you to tell us a little bit about your friend, okay?
Well, Paul, I'll tell you, it was so nice of you to highlight Dennis and his case, and I tell you, I still get emotional when I talk about it. Dennis was a great guy. He was a great detective, and like you had said, he helped me get into narcotics. And I could tell you one case after another with Dennis, but it would bore you. All I can say is he was one of the hardest working narcotics detectives that the Suffolk County Police Department ever had.
Yeah, that's great, Ray. And I wanted to mention, if anybody wanted to find further information about Dennis and his family, in the description of the video, I've posted 2 links. One to their Facebook group that they have, which has over 10,000 members, actually. And that's where they're trying to gain community support, seeking justice. And they also have a website that I posted the link to. You can find that in the description of the video down below.
And that Facebook page is really generating, obviously, some tips. I guess not enough to inspire the current district attorney to make an arrest in the case, at least at this point. But there was probable cause a long time ago to make an arrest in this case, and I was very disappointed that the suspect wasn't arrested at that time, because I'm a firm believer that if he was, he would have been looking for a plea bargain, a reduced sentence. And but again, he's got to be arrested before that happens. And the probable cause was there, and it still is there today. He should be arrested.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just curious, that last time I showed everybody on the screen, was my mic muted?
No, it sounds good now. I mean, it's been sounding
Did you hear
good.
me when I was? Did you guys hear me when I was telling you the links to the WUSTENHOFF family is in the description? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought my mic was off. Hi, Tammy. How you doing? Hi, Legend.
And I'll have to say, Paul, I feel so bad for the Wustenhoff family. The two girls, his daughters, and his son. And his son became a Suffolk County police officer. And that says a lot right there. And his his widow, Dennis's widow, I know Fran, and I don't know if you know this, but there was a rally a couple of months ago, and there were quite a few people that came out. We were, holding up signs and trying to generate some more interest in the case. And I really figured that the district attorney would have did something, and he still should do something. So.
Yeah, I agree that they should. And I want to say hi, Maddie. Thanks for stopping by. I know you're busy and you got to go to another show, so I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Flynn, John, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Oh, hello, Flying Flynn Media.
And
How you doing, John?
Hi, how you doing?
And Steve Jones is in the house too, all the way from Texas.
Yep. I believe I seen him on a show. He was on Johnny's show before, right?
Yeah, he was on my show. Yeah, Steve is a police officer, a sergeant actually, on the Baytown, Texas Police Department. He's in charge of their drone unit. Yes.
So, yeah, he was mentioning something about a Dr. Phil show. Was there a feature on Dr. Phil for the Wustenhoff family?
Yes, Dr. Phil, and again, my hat goes off to him and his entire staff. They did a excellent review of the case, and I thought that was going to generate some more interest. And again, it's just maybe that one piece of information that is missing that the district attorney wants. So this case is not overturned. And that's a big thing. They worry about it getting overturned on appeal. But Dr. Phil and his staff did an excellent job on Dennis's case, and as did the family. The family was on, and they did a great job while they were on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I bet. Love to see the episode. I'll check it out. I'm sure it's around somewhere. Wow, this chat is going crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to keep up with it.
Keep up. I'm going to try to make sure everybody gets recognized, though.
Yeah.
Nice to see. We got a good turnout here. 20 people.
Yeah.
At the moment, I think 20.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone's seen it, but Johnny Drone Flyer or Johnny Alfonso put together a very well put together list of all the shows that go on during the week. And it's really hard to find a spot. I couldn't believe that I was able to get a Sunday night at 8:00 because that's like a perfect time for me. So the fact that it was even somewhat available is good. I know there's another show on at 8:30 every week or every other week, but we got to try and get in there where you can because we're running out of spaces.
Mm-hmm. We've been thinking about this for a while, actually, but Paul, why don't you tell us exactly why you started the drone group?
All right. Well, let me while I do that, let me pull up the page so I can share it with the chat. I'm sure the majority of the people in the chat are already a member of the group, but I started a group called United States Drone Society, and this was done because I was tired of joining groups and trying to post drone content and having it removed because someone was complaining about it, or they just didn't want you to, they didn't want you to have your YouTube tag in there, or something like that. And
it is annoying.
It doesn't make any sense to me because the whole idea of social media is sharing your content and getting connected, right? So I wonder if this is
I'm in a number of groups, and it's really hard because everybody says, "Oh, you can't self-promote, or you can't do this, you can't do that." What's the use of having a group if you can't share your work with other people? It's counterintuitive.
Yeah. And that's why I'm a member of very few groups myself. If I can't show people, this is what I'm doing, then why should I be in that group?
Yeah, so this is the United States Drone Society. We have a lot of members, mainly thanks to Chris. But we have almost 1,400 members in 11 weeks. The rules are very simple in the group. We don't want to overcomplicate things.
Definitely.
We don't allow buying or selling of stuff only because I don't want to have to get in between two people's financial situations. You know, someone buys something, they get scammed, and then who are they going to come to? They're going to come to me. So there's a lot of places to buy and sell stuff. There's a marketplace on Facebook. You know, keep your sales to that. And other than that, group content, it's everything drone related. If it's drone related, it's allowed. And no drone policing. Not that we promote anyone breaking the laws or violating the rules and regulations when you fly, but we're not the police, so we don't pretend to be the police or the FAA.
But no Karens.
Yeah, no Karens. We want everyone to be kind and courteous.
Yeah.
So, so basically I was salty, and that's how the group got started. I was upset because of the way they were treating people posting content, and I said, you know what, we're going to try to start our own group.
Yeah.
And that's how it's been. And now we're
just an aside to that, Paul. I had a similar situation. It has nothing to do with drones. It's a more Australian content. But I did exactly the same thing. I was in a group with another friend, and we just got so frustrated with that group that 8 years ago we went out and built our own group on the same topic. And we are now 5 times the size of the group we left. So we're nearly 14,500 group members in that one. It doesn't have anything to do with drones per se, but it is a pretty good local community. So, back to you there. I just didn't want to.
No, great.
I don't want to be squirreling too often. So I just thought I'd throw that in. It is hard to build a group and hard to find content that keeps people engaged.
Yeah, and that's the important part, is that it's not just a drone community situation. It's a situation that affects a lot of people with whatever you're into.
Yeah.
You know, Paul, I got to give you a lot of credit because your group has really taken off,
No pun intended.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't consider it my group. I consider it our group, our community.
Yeah.
All I do is organize it. That's it. I keep it organized, and it's important for me. I haven't been able to be active on there the last few days because I'm getting ready for this show. And but up until a few days ago, there's not a single person that posted that didn't get a reaction, a view, and a comment. So everybody gets recognized. It takes a lot of work because sometimes I get up and I spend 5-6 hours just in the morning time getting caught up in the group. But I want everyone to feel recognized. And now that the group's getting bigger, people are starting to interact more on their own. And I can kind of, sit back and not have to be there 6 hours every morning with, cups of coffee trying to get caught up.
Yeah.
Me and Paul have been working on this, getting this group going for past 2 months, actually. And it's gotten, how many members we have now?
Almost 1,400.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Well, I have to say, Chris, you and Paul find some incredible places to fly up there in Massachusetts.
Love it.
Can't run out of places, actually. I mean, maybe eventually, but, hey, why can't we hit them in the spring, summer, and fall, even in the winter, If,
exactly.
Weather, is nice to us.
Yeah, so I think it's time for the best of the rest. For the people that weren't here in the beginning, I showcased what I call the Sunday Spectacular. It was a photo that was posted in the group that I thought was my favorite out of the week. I forgot to post his name. It's on the picture. It's BMAC Aerial Visuals.
Yeah.
But he won Sunday Spectacular, and maybe I'll play that again so you all can see the picture for yourself, and then I'm going to play Best of the Rest. The Best of the Rest is the rest of the pictures that I really enjoyed, but they didn't make the top spot. And there was Jake wearing the very first United States Drone Society custom hat.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, very nice. They were
I'm
awesome,
jealous.
awesome photos.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those were great photos.
Yeah. That one that Ryan Lauderette did was really interesting. He
Very.
flipped over and it was really, really good. I liked it. Very, very interesting style. It's hard to tell which one was my favorite, but I think that boat with all the that boat is over 100 years old from what I understand. So it was just a beautiful picture. So that's why that one won. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I'd like to welcome Akarasho into the chat.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get caught back up. There's over 30 messages since I left here. So, Chris, why don't you tell us about yourself and let us know about what's coming up every Wednesday?
Well, since Paul decided we were going to do a USDS stream, I also thought that it would be a nice idea if I do a stream as well, to help get some viewer time and, do a little something different. It might be about the same as, other streams, but I decided I was going to do a stream as well. It's called the Midweek Drone Show. And what I'm trying to do is just, basically, show everybody, pictures, videos, have people come in. And, I just want to expand the community on YouTube, and just have a fun time, basically, because there are a lot of streams out there, but I feel it's time that I should get in there and, I will have Paul as a co-host, so it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a fun show.
I'm looking forward to it, Chris.
Yeah,
Ray,
so the USDS will have 2 streams a week. It'll be every Sunday night at 8 and every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. We're alternating. Chris will host the Wednesday show and I'll host the Sunday show. Chris is going to decide what his own format for the show is going to be. And, it's still going to be along the lines of support for people in USDS because that's what the show is about. And we want everyone to come and join us. You're free to share your content. We're not going to drone police you and, we're not going to do all that. We want to see your content. We want to support you. And the best way to do it is to get connected. So come get connected with us and check it out, Yeah,
it'll be great too, because, it's there are times when, we'll have the Sunday show and then it's like, midweek comes around. People are starting to put out new content around then too. So why don't we show it then too? And it's going to be a great thing. We're just really trying to, support the community and, just let's join,
Oh, all right. I'm going to pull up something else. I wanted to share with everybody what we are doing for the giveaway tonight. I just have to pull up the picture. So give me a minute.
Yes, the
Dominic,
giveaway.
Dominic, take the floor.
Oh, okay. What do you need me to?
Put on the spot.
Oh, I'm on the spot. Okay.
Tell us about how you got into drone flying. We'll pull a Ray Kelly, okay?
The basis behind it was just I needed something to do while we were in lockdown in Melbourne, Australia. We had a 9-month lockdown, and I just felt one of my hobbies when I was really young was RC planes. And just before the lockdown, I went to a school reunion, and a mate of mine that we used to fly when we were in school. It's 35 years. Said to me, "Oh, he's gotten into robotics and aerial photography," and I thought, okay, well, let me go and research all of this, and then I came up with the Mavic Mini at the time, and then was offered a Mini 2, and I took it as well. So I've been in photography. I love photography, and I do a lot of walking. So that's the basis why I got into it. So yeah, that's what I do, and now I've just got to get a little bit more adventurous in going to different places.
Oh, sweet. Sorry, I'm just I should have had this picture ready. I just didn't think about it, but I wanted to share with the chat the the giveaway for tonight.
Yeah.
All right, share screen. There's a lot of stuff to do in here sometimes.
And how you doing the giveaway? How are you going to do that?
There's gonna be a hashtag. I'm gonna use the StreamYard tool just like everyone else. Real simple.
Right.
Just so everybody knows.
That's the best way to do it.
The giveaway is going to be U.S. only because my shipper can't ship overseas or over the borders. It just costs too much. So it's USA only. So if you try to win and you're out of the country, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to re-roll and go for someone else. I'd like to be otherwise, but I can't.
Let's say I won it. I'm happy to donate it to someone.
Yeah, now that could work too. If you won it and you wanted to donate it to somebody in the United States, that would work too. That would be acceptable.
Yeah, I've done that before.
That's such a great coffee mug. It's big too.
It's a 15-ounce mug. Works really good. So this is what the giveaway is tonight. It's already made, ready to be shipped, just waiting for an address.
It's double the size of a regular cup of coffee.
Good night, Steve.
It's one of those big mugs.
Good night.
Stay safe, brother.
And this is the hashtag for the giveaway.
Very nice. Very, very nice, Paul. I do my giveaways different. I'm not tech. I'm not a tech guy like you. I don't even know how to set up that StreamYard tool. So sometimes it's a lucky number, sometimes it's a lucky color.
Do these things.
But this is the best way to do it.
Something, I just go straight to YouTube and type it in.
All right, so far it looks like we have one entry.
Hey, let's welcome Hugo Visto Area in chat.
Hi, Hugo. How you doing?
Very, very supportive of our drone channels.
Hey, Hugo. How you doing? Good to see you again.
Hello again.
Wayne B. How you doing?
Hey, Wayne B.
We have 10 entries so far. And what do we have? We have 24 people. That's awesome.
We got a celebrity in the chat. You know that, right, Paul?
Yeah,
Johnny Dronefly. Johnny Dronefly is in the chat.
Hi, Johnny. Yeah, I saw him earlier, actually. We have 23 people watching on YouTube and one person on Facebook. So not bad.
That's great.
So we
glad to see it's the first debut stream is it's pretty successful.
Well, I did a test stream yesterday, and it was supposed to be a test stream, and it turned into a full-blown stream.
Yeah.
What happened was I just wanted to test it out so I could find out how to work everything and ask people to come join and help. And then Adrian was supposed to have a show last night, Adrian Mateo Drones, and he canceled the show last night, so we just let it ride.
Yeah.
We went for 2 hours.
It was good. It was a good test stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we
had Captain Ray Kelly, we had Dominic, we had Robbie Gray, and me and Paul. Turned out pretty good. We didn't expect that at all. We just expected maybe a few people.
Yeah. So can everybody see that?
Yes.
This looks like we have 14 entries, and I'm going to draw. Actually, I'll give you guys one more minute. One more minute to see if we get any more entries in there.
Captain Joe, get in quick, Captain Joe.
Still 14. I think that's where we're going to be at. So,
yeah, Johnny had a meetup today with Captain Joe, America there.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, they flew down there. Very, very nice.
Who
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. Tammy.
Hey, Tammy. Congratulations.
Awesome. Yay.
Tammy Dean, as Ken Herron would say.
Tammy, you can send me your address, and I'll have that shipped out tomorrow.
Yeah, congrats, Tammy.
Congratulations, Tammy.
Very, very nice.
That's awesome. All right.
Well
so
done.
I think what I'm going to do now is if we want to get some people in the chat now, we could open the floor up for discussion. So, yeah, the first half of the show, I kind of want to do the things like the Sunday Spectacular, the best of the rest, maybe do a feature on something or someone. And then the second half of the show, I kind of want to open it up for open discussion. We'll allow people in. I'm gonna send the link. And I have the unlocked version of StreamYard, so we can have up to 10 people. So come on in and join.
We would also like to
Jump on. Hey, Uncle Bill. He's in
give
the
a
chat.
remembrance because today is 9/11.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I meant to bring it up.
We all should, remember that, we will never forget what happened.
There you go.
Exactly.
Thank you for reminding me, Chris. I appreciate that. So, my idea for September 11th was I wanted to come on the show and kind of tell everybody what I was doing during September 11th. I was at my sister's house with my nieces, and I was playing Madden football on the PlayStation 1. And my sister's boyfriend came out and said, "Hey, you seen what's happening?" And I went and saw it on the TV, and it was one of the most craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was happy that at the time I was with some family, and but I wanted you guys in the chat to tell us what you guys were doing when September 11th happened and where you were at. If you could let us know, and I will pass the buck to Chris and tell us what you were doing.
Well, that morning I was supposed to work. I was a painter at the time, but I had some stomach problems that morning. I did not feel well. So when I did get up to go into work, my partner at the time, she went and turned on the TV, and she was switching through the channels. And I'm like, whoa, stop. Because it said World Trade Center had collapsed. And we started seeing, what was unfolding before our eyes. And I was like, oh my God. My heart just dropped. I was so heartbroken, the thousands of people had died. And, at the moment, we really didn't even know it was a terrorist attack until the second plane had hit.
Yeah.
And then we knew this was targeted. And I said, oh my God, I got to go tell the guys at work. So I drove out to Mattapoisett where I was working. I was painting at the time. And I told the guys, I said, guys, you know what just happened? And they didn't even know. And I had to tell them. And we sat in my car and listened to the radio. And eventually we had found out that Al-Qaeda had claimed responsibility. And it was heartbreaking. We all decided at that time it was time to go home to be with our families.
Yeah, it was definitely crazy. And Ray, what were you doing?
Actually, I was working that morning. I got into my office a little early. We worked 9 to 5, and I got in early. They had the news on the TV in the office, and we were watching it. And when they announced that there was a plane that hit the World Trade Center, and it might have been a small plane, and it might have been an accident, I immediately said to myself, I don't think this is an accident. No way. And then obviously, we're continuing. And to be honest with you, Paul, and everybody, I had said, once that second plane hit, obviously you knew.
That was it.
And we were under attack. And as the fire, kept going, I said, the tower's going to probably collapse. It really is. And it was, I remember it like it was yesterday, to be honest with you. And I have such hatred for those that did it. And I shouldn't say that, but that's the way I feel.
Yep.
And it could happen again. It really could. So you got to be thinking that. And if you see something, you got to report it. Believe me, doesn't matter. If you see something, report it. Say something.
Absolutely.
If you see something, say something.
And this will be interesting because I've never heard someone else personally from another country tell me how they experienced it. So,
Okay.
We have Dominic here. I'm going to give you the spotlight, buddy. And just so people know, I want to remind you that the person who customizes the United States Drone Society mug is a small business. It's a single mother who has 2 children, and she does great work. So I've put the link to her website. She doesn't just do the United States Drone Society cup. She does all sorts of customized stuff. So if you want to check it out, check the description of this video. There's a link in there to her shop.
Okay, here's my take on it. Because of the time difference, it worked out to be about 10:45 p.m. when I heard about it. I was watching a program that I usually watch every week, and as they were starting up, because the program started at 10:30, about 15 minutes in, they go from that and straight to the newsroom and said there's been a plane hit one of the World Trade Center towers. And from that point, for the best part of probably 3 or 4 days, all they did was, on every channel in Australia, was showing CNN. And they were just showing the progression of what happened, what they think happened, different camera angles. And I sat there from probably 10:30 p.m. my time to at least 4 a.m. just watching and watching and watching. And then I went to sleep and then woke up the next morning and they were still talking about it. It's just something that it really, rocked me as well. And I'm, 15,000 kilometers away, and just saw how everybody was just so upset. And I must say, it has rocked me. I was what, 33? Yeah, 33.
You're a much older chap.
9 years ago.
I was young. I was in my young 20s. I got a question for you, because I remember after it happened, for like the next solid year, it's all that was talked about on TV, and the wanting to get revenge against Al Qaeda. How much of that happened overseas? Were you guys seeing it for a long time in the news also?
Well, we saw it for probably about 12 months until the Bali bombings came up, and that took over the airwaves. That was in October of 2002. So it's about 13 months later when the Bali bombings really took over the airwaves. And because there were many more Australians involved in the Bali bombings, it seemed to take over the airwaves a lot more.
Yeah. Well, we have our very own Uncle Bill in the chat. Hi, Uncle Bill. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, guys?
Hello, Uncle Bill.
Hey, Bill. How you doing?
I'm sorry to cut you off, Dominic. If you wanted to continue, I just want to say hi to Bill.
No, I'd pretty much finished what I had to say. It's just that because Bali is closer to Australia and has more Australians, it seemed to have taken the discussion from that, and then various other things kept bobbing up.
Yeah. All right. And Bill,
I remember what I was doing. I remember what I was doing on September 11th that year.
Let us know. That's what I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, and I was 39, just about 40. Anyway, I was watching movies with my wife. We had no idea it happened until I saw the second tower just got hit. I missed the whole thing. And we took one movie out of the VCR, and then put another one. What's a VCR? And we were going to watch the other movie, and then it was on the TV immediately because it was on every channel. And what the? Is this real? I didn't believe it was real at first. I was stunned. I was like, "Oh my god, my god!" I told my wife, she's Filipino. She's like, "What are you talking? What's the big deal? What are you talking about?" You don't understand. Look what's going on. And I didn't live in New York past 4 years old because I lived in the Bronx. But a lot of family in the city still. And in fact, we grew up just on the other side of the Hudson. And you could see the Twin Towers. From where I lived. And actually visiting the family, you could still see the smoke for a while, after it happened. But anyway, so it kind of, and I have cousins that worked in the city, and I didn't know whether they worked in that building or not. I had actually been near there recently, but I'd never even been in the Twin Towers, and I never will be now, which is kind of sad.
Johnny Droneflyer said he was in front of the Twin Towers 5 days before it happened.
Yeah. Well, I was at Battery Park getting my Merchant Marine document to get to, so I was practically across the street. I mean, it's right there. And so it hit home for me. But yeah, it was incredible, and I'll never forget it. And I actually felt guilty for not knowing what was going on right away. Catching wind after the second. I actually saw the second tower go down. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Wanted to know if my family was right, calling home. It's yeah, that was unbelievable. And
my son, go ahead, Bill.
No, please go ahead. Tell me about your son.
No, my son that day, he was actually at a doctor's appointment right across the street from the World Trade Center.
Oh my.
And when he came out and all the chaos was happening and he started running away, obviously, and he turned around, he actually witnessed the second plane hit the second tower. Yeah. And I couldn't get a hold of him. The cell phones were all out. We couldn't get a hold of him until 3:00 that afternoon. And finally we reached him. He was not injured, obviously, but he said it was terrible.
It's very traumatic to actually see that happen. Even nowadays, if I go on YouTube or usually they'll have something every year, and then you end up watching it again, and it just breaks your heart.
Okay, so One Vision Ariel posted a link in the chat. He says one of the beams from the tower is here in town. It's in his video, so he has a link to the video if you want to check that out. He's posted that, and I agree with you, Johnny. Here, when they released the recordings, the one that sticks with me most is the guy up on, I forget what floor he was on, but he was like, "I'm not ready to die," and he was just, it was very disturbing to hear his call, because we heard the moment when the building collapsed and he just went silent. His last thing you heard was a scream, and that was crazy.
It was one of the first times I actually ever cried watching the TV, because it was actually real at that moment. And I just, tears was running down my face. It's like, oh my God, so many people have just perished.
Yeah,
it was awful. And even they had a few days later, they had a memorial at a church where the president was at, and me and my partner were both crying. It was just so awful.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope it never ever happens again.
Yeah, the one thing I remember when I was younger than that was the Challenger explosion, and I was in elementary school when that happened.
Yeah, I remember that.
A long time ago.
I watched it happen.
Remember it too.
I was in 6th grade, and they brought the TV in, and the teacher was trying to get the right channel, and then a few seconds later.
Well, and that's what made that so crazy, because almost every classroom in America was watching that, because there was a teacher going up in that.
Teacher, Krista McCall.
Exactly.
Going up. So, they were showing it in all the classrooms. So a lot of kids saw that happen that day.
Yeah. And, all those kids, still have that. It's the same thing like as 9/11. We still remember it, and then there's some older folk that also remember, the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah.
We knew where they were, what they were doing.
Not old enough for that one.
Yeah. Well, and I think
I was alive, but I don't remember.
I remember it. Yeah.
And I think the thing that was a major difference there was with the Challenger explosion. When you go up and you agree to do something like that, there's an inherent risk that something dangerous like that could happen. The people who were just going to work on September 11th were not expecting that at all. They were just going to work trying to take care of their families. And who would have thought that something that crazy could have happened in such inside a building?
Yeah. Inside like a
the
huge
same goes for the Columbia re-entry explosion.
Oh my God. I
That
found
was,
out later that day. I turned on the TV, and there that was, and I'm like, oh my God, another one?
Yeah.
Right.
Because it was, they were actually not celebrating, but they were marking the anniversary of the Challenger explosion, and they had the same problem themselves.
Yeah.
But it was re-entry this time.
I just want to say you're all incredible, by the way. We have almost 30 people in the chat.
Yeah, hey.
Good.
High fives all around for everybody.
Unbelievable.
That's great.
Well done.
I appreciate it. And we have a Facebook user says, hi, y'all. I don't know who it is. If you can adjust the settings for StreamYard on Facebook, so it'll show your name, but you have to authorize it. It's up to you. But we can't see your name in the chat. You just show up as Facebook user.
Yep. So hello to whoever you are.
Yeah.
Hello, Facebook user.
Please identify
Thanks for
yourself.
joining.
Well, with StreamYard, because I'm streaming it simultaneously to both Facebook and YouTube. The YouTube chat shows up normally. You can see everybody's name, but Facebook, they actually have to click and authorize them to share their name in the chat, or it just shows up like that. So it's, yeah.
Well, you're having a very successful premiere live stream, Paul. Really.
I appreciate it. You know, I've been nervous about this all for the last 2 weeks. I've been really nervous about it. I've felt very stressed, and I had a lot to do. I had to go buy a new microphone. I had a lighting problem, and I got a new webcam today. It took us 2 hours just to get that taken care of because the computers, you know, you got to figure. I went to Best Buy, and they have Geek Squad in there, but Geek Squad can't work on Best Buy's computers because Best Buy has a contract with their own supplier for the computers. So they have Best Buy in the building, and they're having computer issues. It's unbelievable.
They aren't computer geeks as much as you would think they are.
What kind of lighting problems did you have?
Well, the lighting was horrible in here, so I looked really red, and it was darker. So I got a ring light. I'm still trying to get it down right, but I got a ring light. I got to get the settings on it all set. It's just an issue I have. But I got my.
It still looks like you.
Yeah, I got a beautiful new microphone though.
Look
That
at that.
microphone is cool.
I got the HyperX.
It is.
Yeah,
What is it?
the
Where's mine?
HyperX.
What's
Hyper.
mine lit up?
It's the Quadcast. Hold on, let me see if I can see if it'll.
You're gone. You're gone.
I've lost
Oh, there you are. It lights up.
Yeah,
That's good. That's
it's
cool.
my green screen. My green screen's messing up the picture.
Oh, a Blue Yeti.
Eddie. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Oh, look at that. Susan said we got 30 thumbs up also. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you got one too, Bill. Blue Yeti.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bill doesn't mess around.
They are good mics.
Thank you, Joe.
They are good mics.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I stuck it on this Amazon special arm here.
Oh,
Works good.
I think my wife is telling me that the person in Facebook was Arthur. Is that what you're saying?
Well, Arthur, he does as he pleases.
Parties in the chat.
He's the Facebook
You look
user.
you look good though. I was just joking with you. You
Great,
look fine.
great
You don't look-
reference there, Bill.
Huh? Oh, did you get
Great
that? I
reference.
just see that.
I picked it.
So, Bill, you're going on tonight, right? You have
10
a show
o'clock.
tonight. Mhm.
Yeah.
Man,
10
man,
o'clock.
Can you give us a little is that all right if he gives us a preview of his show, Paul?
Yeah, sure.
I got a lot of the same people based on what I'm seeing in the chats here. Well, I mean, for the last several weeks, Alexis, has been coming on. Not you, Alexa. Shut up. Alexis has
Again.
been coming in and giving stuff away like every week, just tons of stuff. And so, because she wants to grow my channel, which is very sweet of her, you know. So we've been doing that. She may be late tonight. We may be giving stuff away. We may not. We probably will, because she just can't help herself. She's very generous, and that's really about it. My show is just free for all, no plans really.
Yeah, that's
That's it.
kind of how I want this. team
Last
to
week
go.
you went 4 hours, didn't you?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I was I awake the whole time?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to take a break, you know, right on camera.
no,
But
you do
yeah,
not.
that's tonight at 10 o'clock. Yep. I shouldn't talk so much here because I'll run out of things to say later.
Oh, I know.
I'll
Right?
use up all my comedy gold. And
Well, I was telling them, Bill,
Right,
about
use it
this
here.
show. I have a couple of things I want to do during the show, but the second half of the show is going to be more of a, open chat, open discussion about whatever's going on. And, if, you want to talk about something specific, you can hop on and let us know. So that'll pretty much be the format of this show. It's new. So, I'm just learning this whole system, and I'll come up with more ideas. But I want to keep it simple, not overly complicated. Just have some fun.
You know what? Everybody knows you as a nice guy. You're a funny guy. You do great videos, so you'll be fine. Believe me, people come in just to see you, Paul. They will. Let me ask you a question. Speaking of lighting, do I look better now, or did that change anything, or now?
Just a little.
I bought a new light. I'm playing with it.
It looks like you're getting a tan live.
Yeah.
How's that one look? That look that's too. Yeah. Ooh, that's warm. Is that good? You like that?
It's very warm. That's very warm, Bill.
No good?
It is in the chat.
I'm a warm guy. I got to pick the right one. I don't know. I can't. I have red-green color blindness. It does hurt when you're trying to do this stuff. Plus, you can turn it up.
Looks like you've been in the sun too much.
And then you can turn it down. So this is a center light. I spent the whole like $16 on it on Amazon. It's for my little light here.
Yeah,
And
Gina is the one that makes the custom materials. She's in the chat. Thank you for coming and joining, Gina. Appreciate it.
Have a good night, Jen.
Gina.
When I get that address, I'll send it to you so you can ship off that mug for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, again, congratulations, Tammy Jean.
Yeah, if you're still in the chat, make sure you send me your address so that way I can send it to them and have them ship out that cup to you. And Jen, I really appreciate you coming to the chat and talking about your father. That was tragic what happened, and I'm glad that we could be supportive any way possible.
John says lighting can only do so much, Bill. Yes, I realize. Okay, but I'll take what I can get. Thank you so much. Makes me look fat.
Every little bit helps, right, Bill?
That can't hurt.
I believe I'll get one of those ring lights soon too. But the thing that bothers me is the glare in my glasses. So I got to either look a certain way or get an iPad.
It's not so bad tonight. Honestly, it looks decent.
Well, I'm looking right down at the camera. I mean, so I'm trying to keep the glare away. It kind of bugs me,
This one's not a ring though. It's one of these diffusing lights.
Hey, you know what? I actually saw that today. I was looking at that, but I didn't think it was going to be powerful enough for what I needed it for.
Well, it's one of three. I've got two here. All right, there you go. You're gonna like here. I got two. I got this here, and then I got another one on the other side there. See how messy my office is. And they point at the green screen behind me.
Oh, cool.
And I get peripheral light from them. But what that does is it causes shadows and stuff. So I wanted the center to come in and make you guys able to see all my bad skin.
Oh, great.
All my pimples and.
All right. Well, it looks like our time limit is up here, fellas. Mm-hmm. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to say our goodbyes. And I really appreciate how many people came in and joined in the first stream. That's so awesome. And I appreciate everybody who joined the panel. Dominic, Captain Ray, Uncle Bill, the WUSTENHOFF family. Thank you so much for being here and helping share the story of your father. And of course, I appreciate my co-host, MB Drones, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
Don't forget Wednesday, he's going to be having a show from 6 to 7. He might, I'm not sure if he's doing a show this week coming up.
It's possible.
It's possible. He's trying to get ready for it. So
I got to get the format ready and everything.
And I want to take a minute. I'm going to, let me see here. I'm taking the floor. So mental health. I talk about it all the time in the chat, and I just wanted everybody to know that, if you're feeling down and you're having some troubles in your life, reach out to somebody and ask for help, ask for support, ask for a hug, a handshake, some sort of human interaction that's going to help you feel better. Reach out to somebody. It may not seem like it's going to be good now, but if you can reach out and there's someone who cares about you, you can get better and get the help that you need. So that's super important. And I wanted to leave that message before we left the stream tonight.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. It's a good message. Good message.
Does anybody else have anything they want to share before we end the stream?
Yeah.
Just want to let everybody know tomorrow night, Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly live, 6 p.m. Eastern. I have Ron Lockwood as the special guest, and he's going to
Hey.
share his experiences. He just came back from Alaska, and he'll be telling us about his drone flying up there and his awesome photography. So please tune in. And everybody have a good night and fly for fun and fly safely.
Good night, Ray.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else?
I just
One
want to
more thing
echo the
is-
thoughts
Paul
of
on a
Paul
great,
there.
great live stream.
Sorry about that, Ray. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Sorry I came in so late. I would have. I'm glad to support your channel because I like you, Paul. You're a funny guy. So I wish you the best luck. You'll be fine.
I appreciate it.
And keep coming to my channel. Otherwise, I'll stop talking to you.
Oh, you know I will. I like the show.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Dominic.
All I'm going to say is just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, ring it to all, and then you never miss anybody's content. So if the bell's rung, you'll get you should get a nice notification from everybody. But other than that, I just want to echo the same thoughts on mental health, because I've been there, done that, and know the feeling. So just reach out.
And I'd like to make a note that this is an astronomical event. 2 nights in a row, Dominic has been on this show, and Dominic
I've actually said something.
He's actually talked quite a bit, so we found the Achilles heel to get Dominic to talk. We got to put him on the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to say one more thing. Just
Absolutely.
we will never forget.
Yeah.
9/11.
Yep, absolutely.
Good way to end the show.
All right, and with that, I want to end with this fancy little, it was the intro, but I'm going to go with it on the outro. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Good night.
Good night.